Welcome back to A Minute with Alan. This episode is called The Times and the Church. Now, it might not be what you expect from that title. You know, people have audiences and communities, and if they're smart, they don't try to proselytize or convert. They simply try to give that audience what it wants. They recognize their audience. So Rush Limbaugh and Howard Stern and Don Imus and on TV Phil Donahue and people like this through the ages have recognized who their audience is, and they pour things in there. I know who my audience is. I know the solo entrepreneurs who are my audience, and I provide them with more and more value. I'm not trying to tempt organizational people to come out of their companies and venture into the wild and go solo. If they've already done that, then perhaps they come to me. Now, here's the issue. It's one thing to understand your audience and to pump in there what they need. But the New York Times claims to be the newspaper of record. And it says all the news that's fit to print. But that is not the New York Times today. I don't care what political persuasion you are. You know, if the Democrats and Republicans are smart, they pump in there to their communities what's needed. And they try to get people who perhaps are undecided to swing one way or the other. But it's not all the news that's fit to print. It's all the news that they see fit to print. When I was younger, I used to spend 2 hours reading the Sunday Times and felt great about it. A wealth of information from sports to arts to news, you name it. But now, it's 90% political. Every headline, every leading paragraph, every intent of an article is also a mini editorial. And it's liberal and it's progressive and it's anti-Trump. Now, I make no value judgments here. I just tell you that's a fact. Now, where's the church come in? Well, the church has a community. And the church pours a theology into that community. It says, here's good and here's evil. Here's what sin is. Here are prayers that will help you. Here are actions you should engage in, forgiveness and tolerance and so forth. But the church has a theology, and it doesn't claim to be the church of record. You join the church voluntarily. The New York Times isn't a church. It's supposed to be the newspaper of record by its own claim. It is supposed to present the news in an objective, measured way, a balanced way, and have a separate editorial page or two that talk about its opinions. But except for the weather and the sports, that ain't the case. And I'm waiting for them to get into the weather and the sports. So the Times and the church. Folks, no matter what you read, who you listen to, whatever it might be, consider the source.